All right, guys, welcome back. Today, we're going to be doing another install guide for the MK43 or the M60 Vietnam. This time, we're going to be talking about outer barrels. This process is going to be the same for both guns. However, they're going to be different models. So, outer barrels for the Mark 43 are not compatible with the Vietnam version of the M60 and vice versa. So, when you go to order those on our website, please make sure you select the correct model. We try to label them as best as possible. If you have any confusion, please do not be afraid to reach out, because the last thing we want to do is send you a barrel. You try to install it, mess something up, something breaks, and then, it just spirals out of control from there. So we'll help you get the right barrel from the get-go, so there's just no headaches there. But let's get started with a fresh Mark 43. All right, so we got our stock barrel here. We're going to go ahead and pop this bad boy out. If you're not familiar with how to do this, just like most LMGs, pretty straightforward. There's going to be a latch system almost directly behind the barrel. So this spring here on the left side, you're going to go ahead and press that in, and then this latch will push out on the right side. Flip that up. Barrel will more than likely pop forward for you. Go ahead and pull that out like so. Go ahead and get the gun out of the way for now. All right, so we just have our outer barrel and hop-up assembly here right now. So we're going to go ahead and remove the barrel and hop-up too, just to make our lives a little bit easier, because there is that spring in there that is putting tension on everything. So if we remove it, it'll just make everything a little bit easier. 2mm Allen key to remove that screw off the top. Don't have to pull it out all the way, just have to loosen it, and then that will come off. And then to get the rest of the barrel apart here on the bottom, there is a Phillips head screw. Undo that. Then you can remove your back piece with the carry handle. All right. Once you got the stock barrel out of the way, go ahead and install our new 9-inch barrel here. So this is going to be specifically for the Mark 43. Obviously, the M60 Vietnam barrels have to be a little bit longer to reach the longer gas tube, but straightforward install. So just make sure you line everything up with the hole on the bottom, and then put in the screw in the bottom. So, hope if I didn't drop everything. There we go. Now we're in there. There we go. Now you can go ahead and reinstall your hop-up unit. Obviously, stock inner barrel is going to stick out way far, but just for the sake of not wasting time changing everything out on this video, make sure you put everything in the right way, okay? Holes are going to go on the bottom, obviously. Slide that up in there. Screw. Boom. All right. And then we can reinstall this in the gun. So put this back in the gun. We're just going to do the opposite of what we did earlier to take it out of the gun. Slide it in. So, and then drop the lever. Sometimes the spring gets a little stuck on these things. So there we go. Cool. All right. And just like that, new outer barrel is installed. Much shorter than before. Obviously, you can see how much the inner barrel is sticking out. All of that would have been inside of the stock outer barrel. So pretty big chunk taken off there. Let's see how much is actually hanging out of the barrel there. So we got about 4.5 inches of inner barrel sticking out, and then obviously the 1/2 inch of thread insert sticking out there. But if you guys are interested in picking up a, for one, lighter outer barrel, okay, because it's not made out of like heavy pot metal from China, and two, just shorten up the build, head over to bullcraftindustries.com. Hit the link in our bio on Facebook and Instagram. If you got any questions, feel free to shoot us a message, give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys might have. And I will see you guys next time.